When you think hip-hop, you think music, you think fashion, you think bling, and you probably think that's everything. Well, think again.
They won't have the color. You can use the same paint from the wall.
If Latifah was the breakout queen of hip-hop music, Courtney Sloan is the pioneer of hip-hop design.
The most prominent place where it would appear would be on the countertops.
She gets it. She understands the culture. She's a part of the birth of it.
And she's taking it to an entirely different level.
The Courtney Sloan style understands sort of cutting-edge cool.
How would it be if you sat, in a chair that was covered with suction cups?
It would be par for the course of the Courtney Sloan experience, one that started through a Help Wanted ad and spun into a multi-million-dollar empire.
Oprah, move over.
In the New York City world of interior design, being super connected is the fast track to rising to the top.
And at that height, it would be reasonable to think you could still put things on top of it, would it?
But Courtney Sloan has made it on her own terms, without special privilege or even a Manhattan address.
The cool thing about Courtney, she just jumped up on the spot, was like, boom, and just started. She went to work.
Courtney's star is still on the rise. When it comes to interior design, her company, Alternative Design, is one-stop shopping for her many celebrity and corporate clients.
The Courtney Sloan style is what she brings to this business that nobody else has.
Courtney Sloan is a hybrid designer. She has this incredible ability to meld the historical, the traditional, with the emerging and the new cutting edge in a way that is always filled with surprise.
Courtney Sloan went to work designing the bedrooms and boardrooms of America's hip-hop community. Its credo of ethnicity, technology, art, and urban life was already implicit in all Courtney's designs.
The hip-hop community, she gets it. She understands the culture. She's a part of the birth of it. She's been a part of it all her life. My office isn't filled with spray paint cans, that kind of homeboy. It's more or less, she took corporate and gave it a twist, gave it a street feel.
How did she get the attention of Queen Latifah, P. Diddy, and Mary J. Blige? One word, merit. And it didn't hurt that her motto is, break out of the vanilla box.
Maya, you're just doing a lovely job.
She will push the envelope to find the newest, space-age material, and how would that look on the wall?
This is what we're using for the wall petitions in their new breakout area.
She never sits on one idea. I mean, she's always changing.
And curve it around. I'll go forward more.
She's willing to go out on the edge and challenge herself. Her biggest competition is her. And I think that's the difference between her and other designers.
In terms of what you're saying, a more sort of high-end feel, that's not it.
Part of her phenomenal success has been staying true to her roots. She has picked Jersey City, her hometown, as her company's base. As a designer and as a person, Courtney is one of a kind, who sees each client as unique. This simple idea is what informs all her work.
I don't do a lot of influencing around what I feel and what I think, because at the end of the day, I don't have to work there and I don't have to live there. It has to be right for you. I really see me being more a narrator or more of a storyteller or a conduit for the client's ideas and things to come to reality. And I don't think I've necessarily played inside the traditional design game because my experiences did not come from that.
Courtney's early experience was being raised only a stone's throw from the Big Apple by a single mom. Growing up in a working-class neighborhood, Courtney could have easily made a wrong turn.
The neighborhood Courtney Sloan grew up in was not an easy neighborhood. She lived in the neighborhood. That didn't mean she had to be a part of the things that went on in the neighborhood. When it comes to smoking, drinking, popping, shooting, gang-related activities, Courtney wasn't that, and she knew not to be. Not with the mother that I know she has, okay?
Courtney's mother's positive attitude and hard work ethic had a huge influence on her daughter.
She surrounded and immersed her in love, and I think that that gives a person a great deal of strength and power as they go out into the world.
My mom just really always just loved me and supported me, just always unconditionally, and really made it clear to me that anything you thought about, it was really possible to do.
I tried to take my daughter to nice places and show her nice things. For example, the Nutcracker every Christmas, the Nutcracker. I could see the nuts cracking now, right? I exposed her a lot of nice things, and we had a beautiful relationship.
Courtney's exposure to nice things opened up a whole new world of art and creativity beyond Jersey City. Design was beginning to sink into Courtney's brain.
She had that little white and gold French provincial furniture that little kids had doing her room, and she would like decorate her own room, like drapes and little things like that.
Our house was always different from most of our friends, because for the most part back then, everyone bought furniture in sets. At our house, nothing really matched, but yet it did.
But Courtney's love of art was equaled by her love of sports. At age 13, she met the basketball coach who had become an important force in her life.
After meeting her and realizing the potential she had, not only athletically, but academically as well, we got to talking and finding out there wasn't really a father figure in her life, so I pretty much played that part.
At this point, Courtney didn't have a career plan, but she saw success in her future. It was on the high school basketball team that Courtney really showed what she was made of.
Courtney was always competitive. The goal in high school was to score 1,000 points.
For Courtney and many other African Americans, basketball was a winning lottery ticket out of Jersey City.
But it was very, very stringent. I pretty much lost the ability to sort of have life in a sense, because we practiced day in, day out, 365 days a year.
Going full tilt in the world of academics and sports was paying off big time for Courtney. She had a winning lottery ticket in her hand and was offered a full 4-year basketball scholarship to college, something she didn't immediately jump at.
I really could not see myself spending another 4 years in that type of sort of grueling environment.
Coming up,
that job was for me. I'll tell you, from the minute I read it in the newspaper, I owned it.
When Women on Top returns.